Thunder fans join here post-game after a tough 4-1 loss with Thunder pitcher Brendan Parks, left-hander. Brendan, thanks for hopping on tonight for the game. You in draft league here. It's been a great season for you. Started out of the starting role, now into the pen recently. That's great success tonight. 1, 2, 3 innings. Struck out the side with a walk in there, but out there in West Virginia, great 5 outs come out of the pen, high leverage situation. So let's talk on moving from the starting role to the pen here in draft league so far.
Yeah, I mean, at school this past season, I was a relief pitcher. I had a lot of success there. But moving up, into professional baseball, I wanted to give myself a shot to start. The Thunder needed some starters. I raised my hand and did it. And, it was definitely a new role for me. And they, gave me a couple good chances. And I did some good things, but it wasn't necessarily getting the job done for us to win games. And they put me back right where I'm comfortable. And so far it's been great. And I've really enjoyed, being back in that spot and being able to go collect outs and come in, night out, and just go compete. And, I'm really happy with the way I've been throwing the ball, and I plan to continue to do the same thing.
Talking about your transition, like you said, you had an opportunity to start, also comfortable coming out of the pen. I think the advantage, if I could tell you say anything, is that you have a few different pitches. So when you're coming out of the pen, how do you feel like that works to your advantage and be able to try to keep hitters off balance, and also just knowing that you have different offerings to be able to go to in various situations?
Yeah, I think as a starter, I've just struggled a little bit with having that controlled aggression. Mm-hmm. Bobby talks a lot about, getting 18 outs. And so for me, I struggled a lot with my mindset of, I was kind of working 80-85%, and now coming out of the pen, I can come out and, blow it off, use everything I got, throw all 4 pitches if I need it. When I come out, and it's been great to be able to throw everything with intent and come right after hitters, because I'm not hiding anything. I'm not trying to hide a pitch for the 3rd inning or hide a pitch for the 5th. All 3 are coming at you right away, and it's keeps hitters off balance.
No, for sure.
So what are you looking forward to last 10+ games here in draft league season?
Yeah, just to enjoy it with the guys. I mean, we don't get to be with each other for that long, honestly, a full professional season, and we've got a great group and a lot of guys I've made friends with, and I want to really enjoy it and soak it all in, because at this age and at this time in our career, you never know when it's done. And for me, I plan to play next year, and so I plan to continue to work on my craft for the next 10 games and see where I end up. But just really looking forward to enjoying the next couple weeks with the guys and going out on a high note.
And I know it's a tough loss, and you guys, just been battling and trying to grind it out, as Shaq even mentioned prior to the game. But one thing, kind of stood out, up in the booth, is that even when you guys got down by a few runs, yourself and Dozy and everybody that came out of the pen, just were able to kind of hold down the fort and give you guys an opportunity. Even in the loss, how important is, for you, and how much do you take pride in just, as collectively as a staff, not just individually, just be able to give yourself guys an opportunity to try and come back and win the ball game? And how do you feel like that's going to be important, over the next, dozen games or so in the season?
Yeah, hitting is so hard. And our guys, our hitters especially, work really hard to, go out there and compete and be good every day, because it's hard, man. You go from college, you play 4 games a week, and now we're playing 7, sometimes 13 games in a row. I mean, it's brutal and it's a grind. And as pen guys, we don't get to be out there every day, and we're not like those guys where they're out there for 9 innings every single day. So for us to just go out there, keep them in it, and let them continue to have their opportunities to go out there and not only showcase themselves but go win a ball game is huge. And I mean, they're all competitors, and the game's never over. Mm-hmm. I mean, we all have seen that by watching baseball as long as we've been around it. It's never over, and if you can keep them in it, man, it's there's a lot of pride in that as a bullpen guy.
For sure.
One more from me. You mentioned Bobby and Shaq. How they've been on the field, off the field, those guys?
Yeah, they just continue to instill confidence in me. Obviously me transitioning from a reliever to a starter coming in here, it was tough for me, and I beat myself up a lot over those couple outings, and they worked with me and just kept feeding me positivity. And as we know, it just takes one thing and to go right, and then the confidence skyrockets. And luckily for me, the past couple outings, I've had great outings, and I feel like now I'm riding high and feel really good when I'm out there, and I know they have a lot of confidence in me, and that's all that matters.
Man, you talk about the word confidence, which I know is huge as a pitcher, right? And then I know Travis mentioned even, keeping up with you guys, high leverage situation. He mentioned how, you really wanted to take advantage of that, making the transition, and even tonight, just like you said, keeping guys where it's at. What do you feel like is one word outside, not even like mentioning confidence, but what is one thing that kind of stands out in your mind that you feel like it's kind of like allowed you to transition these last couple of outings to where you've been able to build that confidence, where you feel like has helped you just individually, kind of like sustain and maintain, your confidence despite some of, like you said, some of the struggles in transitioning back to the bullpen?
I would just say attack. When I get out there, I'm telling myself nothing else. It's get on the attack. Make them feel uncomfortable. They're not going to see you for 5 innings, 6 innings anymore. It's 1 to 2, maybe 3 if they need you for length. So it's right at them right away. And normally that produces great results when you combine that with confidence.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Appreciate it, Ryan.
Yeah,
Thanks,
absolutely,
man.
guys.
Excellent job.
Yeah.
Tremendous job.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Brian.
thank you, guys.
Great job.
Yeah,
Looking forward, sir.